So, good afternoon, Rafael Juan Miguel. My name is Hannah Hautea and I'm from Chevier. So, before we really start this interview, I'd just like to ask, how are you feeling today?
Today I feel nervous and I wasn't expecting this to have an interview with me.
So it's the interview that made you nervous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to be nervous, honestly. It's not going to be that bad. So, how has school been lately for you?
I tell you what, today school is quite hard. I have many problems about the projects, the assignments and stuff, but the grades also.
Oh, so you're having a hard time in your school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What course are you planning to take up in college?
At first I thought I was supposed to encounter accounting, but then lately I changed my mind. I'm pursuing engineering right now.
Oh, so you're going to take engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah, that explains why you're in staff. So thank you for being with us here today, and I'd just like to ask if it's okay if we
Good afternoon, ma'am and sir. Can I disturb you for a moment?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Can I take your orders, please?
I'm not going to order.
Okay then. I would like to have a iced coffee.
Iced coffee. Iced coffee for buy one take one for 50 pesos or the single iced coffee for 50 pesos?
Yeah, the buy one take one.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
So is it okay now if we proceed to the actual interview?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay, all right. So for our first question, before Liceo, what school did you attend for your junior high?
Well, I came from La Consolacion College, Bacolod. I've been schooling there for 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, since elementary to up to high school. And
Yeah, so wow, you've been there for 10 years. I'm guessing you have a lot of friends there?
I made a lot of friends there, and my teachers also are my friends.
Oh, okay. So how was it there to you?
Way back then there at LCCB, it feels like my second home because
Oh.
I've been there for a long time.
And how would you compare it to Liceo?
Liceo is quite new for me right now
Mhm.
because it's my first year here at
Oh,
Liceo.
yeah.
And I expect that great things will happen here.
Wow, all right. So are there any difficulties that you're experiencing when it comes to maybe the teaching style of the teachers or the grading system here in Liceo? Do you have any problems with that?
About the grading system, it's quite the same back there at LCCB.
Oh.
I have no problems with the teachers at all, but there are quite some I feel not good at it, but they're quite fine. Their teaching styles, the way they give their grades to their students, it's okay for me.
So what would you say is the biggest problem that you've faced here in Liceo so far?
I guess the projects, the PTs and
The
stuff.
PTs.
Yeah, it made me realize that wow, it's so very hard.
So what was it about the PTs though that made you really think that that is the hardest thing about Liceo? Is it like the actual weight of the PT, or it's the pressure or the stress, or maybe it could even be your group mates? What is it about PTs?
If it's individual, of course, I stress a lot because I'm working hard on it. But if it's by group, well, it's hard for me to give my ideas because I'm also busy on my stuff.
So you're not really able to participate in your groups well?
Yeah, sometimes.
And what led you to say that?
Um, for sure, but sometimes I can't find a way to interact with them, and because of I have so many things to finish it first, then another one.
So basically, what you find difficult in the PTs is the fact that there are so many of them in one time, so you can't really accomplish one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Other than being stressed, have you ever experienced any other mental constraint in school?
I haven't experienced one of those, but I feel depressed at some time.
And is that because of school?
Sometimes about school, and sometimes about myself, where I feel down at some point.
Do you feel that that those feelings that you have, like the depression that you get sometimes, do you feel like it affects your academic performance?
It doesn't affect that much though, but I really handle it. I can really handle it.
So you feel like it doesn't really affect your academic performance if you're down?
Oh, about that, when I feel sad, I don't really do much my homework, projects and stuff because I don't really feel about it. I just kind of let it go.
So now you're saying that they do have a relationship.
Yes, they do.
So during the times that you weren't exactly in your best mental state, were you still able to produce outputs that were of a good quality? Or were you able to pass any at all?
I was able to pass the outputs, but they kind of suck. They have some low qualities, but if I was feeling better, I was able to produce some good outputs.
So moving on to the next question, what factors do you think can cause stress within people in general?
So when you talk about stress, well, okay, though, about it, I've been experiencing a lot of myself problems. At some time at my family, of course, and my friends also. I've been encountering a lot of problems with them, peer pressure and stuff. And about the school, they're quite the same, but the academics, of course, I feel really bad about it.
So first of all, we're sorry for the inconvenience that we had to change locations because the Spectrum had their literary launching within the second floor of the ECAF, so we had to move out. So here we are now in the library, but we'll be continuing our interview. Is that alright?
Okay.
Next question then. So, are there any other activities that can contribute to your workload? For example, any extracurricular activities or part-time jobs or anything like that?
Well, I don't do much activities at school, but I'm fond of playing computer games in internet cafes. But I'm a very busy child at home. I work a lot. I'm very busy, and my parents are depending on me.
So you're very busy at home then?
For sure, yes.
Alright, so does that in any way affect your school performance?
Of course, yes, because I don't have much time to finish all those.
Alright, I see. So moving on to the next question. If you can still remember, what was your average last quarter or last semester?
As far as I can remember, my last average from the last semester was about 92.
Oh, that's actually pretty high. So what factors do you think affected your grades?
Most probably, it was all about the peer pressure and stuff because it keeps making me to more challenging and to work hard a lot that in order to make my grades more higher.
So do you live with your parents or are they working abroad or something?
I live together with my mother and my grandmother.
Alright, so I understand if this might be too much of a personal question for you. So if you feel uncomfortable with answering, then you don't have to answer. But do you experience any family related problems?
For sure, about my life, I I do have a problem in my family because um, we always argue all the time. We ended up with a fight and was somehow miscommunication and misunderstanding. I can say yes, but at some point I can say no also. They don't really much affect my grades. They're quite not really much related to it, but I can really handle it all the time.
Also, for you, your family doesn't really have that big of an impact on your studies.
Well, they supposed to be. They kind of support me in studies, but in fact that they really depend on me that much.
So, as for your family problems, though, they don't really affect your studies.
Yeah, they don't affect my studies.
Oh, okay. So I just like to ask if you have anything else you want to add. Like, for example, what to you is the importance of mental health, especially in students?
Mm. All that I can say is that um, I really think that it is very important for students to be mentally stable in order to perform their duties and also their responsibilities, well, at school and at home. And I think that that could be possible if they practice a healthy and meaningful relationship with their parents, um, with their friends, the seniors, and also the members of their respective communities, and especially with God. It's not every time that we got to cope up with the mental challenges, but with a support group comprised of our family, our friends, and significant others. I think that we can make it through then.
All right.